Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We were sent a new wig from Luvme Hair and this one is so tea, guys. Stay tuned to see how I installed it. Before we get started though, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I post new videos. All right, let's get right into it. In the package, I received a wig cap, a wig label, a hair clip, beauty blender, and a wig bag. This is the wig. It's their new all-day comfort layered Yaki wig, which has a super convenient one-size-fits-all adjustable strap in the back, and this fits head sizes from 19 inches to 23. The tracks are laid vertically in the back to prevent bunching if you do make the wig smaller, which is absolutely game-changing. I don't know why nobody's thought about this sooner, but here we are. This is a 7x6 closure, and it comes pre-bleached, pre-cut, and pre-plucked. Before I start on my bald cap, I'm measuring out where the wig is going to sit because I don't have to do an ear-to-ear situation. Once I have it mapped out, I add a little bit to each end just in case I move it in either direction. For my cap, I use the Ruby Kisses palette number 14 and I mix both colors on the palette to get my specific color. I did forget to mention the wig is extremely breathable because the cap is made of a thin mesh that you can literally see through. The back clip also comes out if you don't want to use it, which I love. I feel like they do need to do that to the front clips too because I think the wig girls would absolutely love that. I feel like everybody cuts them out anyways. I don't actually use them, but for the girlies that cut them out, I think it'd be super convenient. And just so y'all know, I left the lace alone. I did not bleach, I did not pluck. The only thing I did was wash the wig, which I always do before I install. And I cut a bit of the lace off just because when I dried it, the lace was like flipped over and for some reason it wouldn't flip back. So I just have to cut it off. Plus there was just a little bit extra lace on there that, you know, when they pre-cut, they just add a little bit extra. I didn't need the extra. I like to cut right up to the hairline. I always clean up my edges because I don't want to have those dry patchy spots once I start my makeup. And you should definitely do the same. Then we're going in with a wig band and I actually bought some elastic from the fabric store. I feel like the ones the wig company sends aren't tight enough. And it's super cheap to get them from there. I think I got 3 or 4 yards for less than $5. Now, because I washed it, the front was really poofy. So I used my wax stick, some mousse, and my hot comb. And I did section by section to make sure it was super flat. And then I tied it up with a few wrap strips to really get that thing flat. I really tried to keep it straight when I went to bed, but my scarf and pillow had other plans, as you can see. While I'm straightening, I made sure to tie up the lace just in case. I use BioSilk as my heat protectant, but next time I think I'm going to try blow drying it first, then going in with a straightener on low heat, just because it was bone straight when I was finished, but it was also boneless, and we don't like that. And I definitely want to keep some of that body that I had initially, so definitely low heat, definitely blow dry next time. Once I fix the part and the layers, I go in with my wax stick and hit it with the hot comb once again, just to get rid of any flyaways. And while I like the layers, I thought they could be a little bit more pronounced, so I went in and cut them a little bit more on each side. For my part, I used my other Ruby Kisses palette number 12 and it was literally a perfect match, like literally disappears into my skin. And when I was at the beauty supply store, I couldn't tell which color would be mine, so I ended up getting both. And as you can see, they both work in different capacities. So take that as your sign to also get multiple shades. You never know, especially because we have different lighting. You know, the chocolate girls have different lighting for winter, for summer, etc., etc. You know, you got your winter shade and your summer shade. So we're working with both here. Y'all, look how cute. I am obsessed. And as much as I liked it though, I realized I needed a little razzle dazzle. And what better than some baby hairs, you know? I really don't care for baby hairs often just because I love a clean install. But this needed it desperately, I think. But let me know if you think the same. Okay, y'all, we are finished with the install. I am obsessed. Just saying, a little obsessed. Okay, so honest thoughts on the hair. Again, love the layering, love the length. So I think it's 24 inches. It falls right. This is like my belly button. It's right by my belly button, so it is pretty long. I will say, I think it's a little on the thin side, but it could be the density that I was sent. So all of the hair is literally to the front. The back, there's nothing back there. as you can see. But yeah, the lace is HD, so very, very thin. I didn't do, this is my first time, you guys, not really customizing a wig. I didn't pluck this wig. I didn't bleach the knots. I cut the front just a little bit. I also didn't, I mean, I did a ball cap, but I only used spray adhesive even, unfortunately, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, and I cut it a little bit, but the cut was necessary. I feel like the cut made sense. Like, do you see what's happening here? We needed the cut. We needed just a little extra emphasis on, you know, this, yeah. Wig is super comfortable, very lightweight. The clip in the back really makes all the difference. If you really wanted to wear this glueless, you definitely could. I am out and about for the weekend, so glueless was not happening. It was not happening for me. I couldn't do it. And not to say that glueless falls off or anything like that, but I just need something that's going to withhold the test of time. Like when I'm taking my makeup off, if I'm drinking, if I'm doing anything that, if something happens, my wig's on the ground, it's not gonna be on the ground, right? That adjustable band that they put in the back, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, because I don't know how many times I've gotten a wig and it's not my size, and I'm just like, oh, if only they had a little bit of this or a little bit of that. They put that little bit of this and a little bit of that on the back of my head. Love it, super tea. I feel like all wig companies need to do that. So that way you don't even have to measure, because once you have to start measuring, I feel like nobody really knows how to measure their head shape or head size for a wig. So this like eliminates that completely. Like, it's really a one size fits all, and I love it. With the layering, I don't know, to me is giving a little bit of Aaliyah vibes. And I'm not gonna hold you, I'm really tempted to cut it just a little bit, because even though it is 24 inches, I will say it's a little thin at the ends. And I kind of want to just like either blunt cut it at the bottom, like, oops, like there, or blunt cut it like here for a little, you know, razzle dazzle. But that'd be a lot taken off. You can also part it in other areas. I'm not gonna seriously part it, but I'm just gonna part it just so y'all can see. See, do y'all see? You can part it in other areas if you really wanted to, and you don't have to do any plucking. Like I said, I did no plucking. It kind of gives beginner wig. It's beginner friendly for sure. And I don't know how many times y'all have asked me for a beginner friendly wig, because every time I get these wigs, I'm like, no, I have to do something. I have to do something. This time, I didn't do anything. I left it alone. Thank you so much for watching. The specs and links for this hair is going to be in the description box below. If you plan on purchasing, use my wig code for some money off. And of course, before you leave, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I post new videos. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, because honestly, we should just thumbs it up because this wig is just so tea. But hey, that's just me, all right? Share this with your friends, the whole fam, aunties, uncles, cousins, whoever, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.